This right here is the Honor Magic V3. It's potentially one of the best foldable phones out there right now, especially when it comes to the design and feel to it. But how good is it overall for someone who uses something like the Z Fold series, or even someone who doesn't use foldable phones at all? Let's start with the thing that matters the most. How does this phone feel? So my theory on foldable phones is if I can't use it when it's closed shut like this comfortably, then I don't want to use it at all. The Honor Magic V3 comes with a thickness of just 9.2 mm when it's folded and just 4.35 mm when it's unfolded, which is incredible. And it just weighs at 225 grams, which is super lightweight, and you would actually even forget that you can unfold this and it's a foldable phone. Let's take a look at the Z Fold 6 for example. When this is folded shut, you actually feel like you've got two phones stacked on top of each other, while the Magic V3 just feels like a regular bar phone. Not only that, when I've closed it shut, the cover screen is actually a lot more usable than the Z Fold 6 for example, because of that aspect ratio being exactly like a regular bar phone. So in terms of thickness, it's even thinner than my iPhone 16 Pro Max and the S24 Ultra. We get a new and improved hinge, making it even harder to see the crease when you're using it. It even comes with a phone case included in the box along with a kickstand on it, which is great considering that it's right there in the box, similar to the Magic V2. Now, a huge part of a foldable phone, quite literally, is its display. The Honor Magic V3 comes with a 6.43-inch cover display on the outside, and on the inside you're actually getting a 7.92-inch, both of which are AMOLED and go up to 120 Hz of refresh rate. The outer cover display actually goes up to 5,000 nits of brightness, which is double that of the Z Fold 6. Both the cover display and the inner display have great colors, great vibrance, and the contrast levels are quite nice. I loved consuming content on this, like if you're watching videos, Netflix, YouTube, all of that is very enjoyable on both of these displays. I think a huge part for a lot of people who are on bar phones switching to foldable phones is the aspect ratio on the cover screen. So look at these side by side. The Z Fold 6 is a lot taller. It is convenient to hold in your hand, but it does not feel like a regular phone when it's folded shut, while the Magic V3 feels like a regular phone when it's folded shut. Like you're actually getting proper usability and it's not too narrow. With the Fold 6, I feel like I have to open the display to use it, but with this, I can use it whether I want to use it closed or open, giving me great colors, vibrance, saturation, smoothness, all of that. The Honor Magic V3 is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor and comes with 12 gigs of RAM and a 512 GB of storage, which is great. But also the performance on this is very suitable for anyone looking for pretty much anything. The high-end processor on this makes it not only great for everyday use, but also gaming and some pretty strong AI-powered features, which we'll talk about in a second. Yes, I know, we need to take a moment in this video to again talk about AI because pretty much every phone that's releasing now has to have AI features, and this has got some pretty cool ones as well, starting with the first one, which is face-to-face translation. I actually did a short form video on this already where you can actually use the phone, unfold it halfway, and you can have live translation on both sides using AI. It supports up to 10 languages, which is a lot less than the Z Fold 6, which I think does 54 languages, but this is able to do Malay language, which is pretty great as well. The translation works really well. It's pretty seamless, and the fact that you can see it on both sides of the cover display makes it very convenient, especially when you're traveling and you want to get your point across very quickly, so you can use text as well as audio for that. Second up, we have Circle to do more. So instead of just circle to search like we've seen on the Z Fold 6, circle to do more allows you to do more. So you can do things like look up something, post things, share, and shop, all using the circle feature in addition to the Magic Portal. That actually brings me to the Magic Portal. Now, Honor has had this for a while. Magic Portal is like its own space where you can actually do a bunch of different functions, whether that's on device itself or even social media apps. For example, you take a photo, directly drag and drop it into your Magic Portal, and you can post it to Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever, all by dragging and dropping into that Magic Portal. The great thing where this actually uses AI is able to recognize which app is suited for whatever content you're dragging and dropping in there. I also really like the way you activate it. It's like you take your knuckle and you just smack it and draw a circle, and then it takes a screenshot of that circle and you press and hold and drag that. It's fun. I like this. And it's haptics too. Anyway, parallel space. Next up, we've got parallel spaces, which is actually a very good implementation on a foldable device. Since you've basically got two displays together, you can actually run two instances of the same app at the same time while treating them at two different displays, parallel spaces. So I can basically log into two different accounts in Instagram at the same time and run them simultaneously. Pretty awesome. Another pretty cool feature that I don't see a lot of people talking about, I actually didn't know about it, is the multi-photo comparison. Since I've been trying it out, it's pretty cool. Especially when you take multiple photos of the same thing and you kind of want to figure out which one you like more by looking at certain details, you can actually tap and hold and select 2 photos and then click on compare at the bottom. Then it'll allow you to zoom in and actually get the details on each of the photos to see which one you prefer. It's actually pretty useful. Now on to the cameras, which is pretty big upgrade compared to the V2, and I'm pretty impressed with the camera on this actually. The processing is quite nice. You're getting a 50 megapixel main camera sensor, a 50 megapixel periscope telephoto lens with a 100x zoom, and lastly a 40 megapixel ultra wide camera. You guys know I'm pretty critical of cameras, and I don't like saying every camera is good, especially when it comes to the processing part, because some cameras can have good hardware but pretty bad processing. Luckily on the Magic V3, you're getting pretty good combination of both hardware and processing. The fact that you're getting an f1.6 aperture lens on here as well gives you proper natural bokeh, especially with close-up shots, which I really appreciate. Getting that technology into a foldable phone is pretty impressive as well. Here are some shots comparing it to the Z Fold 6 as well. I think it does a very, very good job. Now within the camera app also, you're getting an AI-based feature which I didn't mention earlier, which is the AI eraser, which allows you to easily remove any object from your photo or scene using AI, obviously, and it fills up the information. It works really well. Unfortunately, there aren't any generative edit options like you get on the Z Fold 6. This is one of the drawbacks. Like even something as simple as expanding your photos, you can't really do that on here. But then again, even the iPhone 16 Pro Max that just came out with AI stuff doesn't have that either. So in terms of video, you're getting 4K 10-bit at 60 FPS, which is pretty good. In natural daylight, you're gonna get very nice contrast, colors. Even the stabilization is pretty decent. So video-wise, I think it does pretty well. One more advantage to the f1.6 aperture is that you're getting better low light performance because of that wider aperture. The Honor Magic V3 comes with a 5150 mAh battery, which is pretty impressive considering it's a super thin foldable phone, especially when compared to the Z Fold 6, which only comes with a 4400 mAh battery, and it's thicker. Charging is where it's crazy. So wired, you're getting 66 watts of charging, while wireless, you're getting 50 watts of charging. Just to compare, the Z Fold 6 can only do 25 watts wired and 15 watts of wireless. So combining the battery life and charging speeds, the Magic V3 is significantly better. All in all, here's what I have to say. If you're looking at strictly build and design, on paper, this phone is significantly better in a lot of ways. The cover display being better for usability, foldable, it's thinner, battery life's better, charging speed's better, camera's great, it's a very good phone. But if you're looking more towards the AI side and AI software features, then there's some things that the Magic V3 is lacking that the Z Fold 6 does have, but we're hoping to see some improvements with the Honor Magic lineup next year. So if you're looking for an aesthetic foldable phone in 2024 with some great AI features built in, amazing design, really nice finish and color, and just for a price of $6,999, giving you all of this stuff, the Honor Magic V3 is super easy to recommend. Definitely check this out if you're in the market for a foldable phone that matches your vibe. I'll see you guys again in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. I'm leaving. I'm done.